Okay, what I'm starting out with is 3/4 roll thread. It was 3 feet long. I cut it into 2 pieces about 14 inches long. I have some regular hardware, basically just some 3/4 nuts and a couple of washers. And what my intent is to build a Moxon vise on this side of the workbench. So I went ahead and glued and screwed the filler board in on the bench there so that I'm pulling against glue and the screws when I make up the vise now. I have a good mounting surface all the way across. The vise is going to be about a total of 3 feet and with about 24 inches between centers. Okay, I've laid out the holes for the rods to go through there and there. I've decided on making the overall length of the vise about 28 inches long, and there's about 22.5-inch centers on the vise. So that's what I've come up with so far. I've got to start running the wood down to the thickness. I'm using maple since I have it. Well, I got the boards planed down and I glued them up. I'm going for like 1.5 inches thickness on each jaw. So I'll let those set for 24 hours. Okay, I got this. This is a 1-inch bit. I've got it taped down to a 5/8 depth because that's how thick this nut is, and I'm going to recess it into the board. I've got the 3/4 nuts buried into the wood, and they're also epoxied in. Okay, I got the back jaw mounted, and I got my rods to turn freely. And got it working. Now I'm making up handles next. Okay, yeah, Vise works really well, and the handles are just made out of 2 pieces of wood. I drilled out the center of this, and on this particular situation, about 1.125 clear through, and then I buried those 2 nuts that were on the end of the rod with epoxy. And the other thing I did was I put a screw down through the nut and the rod just so that it would give it an extra little bit of ability to turn and to be solid. But that works pretty well for anything. If I want to hold a larger panel, I've got about 20 inches. I got about 20 inches between my twin screws there, but it works really well. You can just tighten it back up.
Well, thanks for watching. Have a great evening.